luxury, elegance, exclusivity. For decades, luxury brands have been selling us an image of sophistication and status. But what if I told you that there's a darker side to the world of high-end fashion that most of us don't see? What if your favorite luxury brands are hiding something huge from you? Buckle up, because the truth will shock you. Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're peeling back the glamorous curtain on the luxury fashion industry to expose the secrets these brands don't want you to know. We all know that brands like Louis Vuitton, Gucci, and Chanel have a way of making us feel like we need their products to live the high life. But have you ever wondered what's really going on behind the scenes? From questionable business practices to the ethical costs of those gorgeous handbags, today we're revealing 5 shocking truths that your favorite luxury brands are hiding from you. Trust me, you won't look at them the same way again. 1. The exclusivity game. We've all seen those high-end brands that seem to only release a limited amount of items, right? Whether it's a pair of limited edition sneakers or an exclusive $10,000 handbag, these brands have mastered the art of making us believe that we have to buy now, or we'll miss out forever. But here's the catch: the scarcity is often manufactured. The truth is, these brands aren't running out of stock. They're creating artificial demand by making products seem more exclusive than they really are. Some luxury brands actually produce huge quantities of certain products and only release a small portion to the market at a time. They know that we're more likely to make impulse buys when we feel like we might not be able to get it again. This limited edition strategy is just a clever tactic to inflate prices and boost demand. So, that exclusive item you just paid a fortune for, it may not be as rare as they led you to believe. 2. The made in Italy myth. When you think of luxury, you probably think of Italy, the land of designer shoes, bags, and suits. But did you know that not all luxury items made in Italy are actually handcrafted by skilled artisans? Many of the biggest names in fashion take advantage of the Made in Italy label for marketing purposes, but they often outsource production to cheaper factories in other countries, including Eastern Europe and even China. The Made in Italy label has become synonymous with quality, but it's often used as a marketing tool to raise the perceived value of a product. The reality is that many luxury brands are simply contracting production out to meet demand, all while charging us premium prices for what is, in some cases, mass-produced, factory-made goods. 3. The environmental cost. Luxury brands are synonymous with high-end leather goods, silks, and rare furs. But what they don't talk about is the environmental toll it takes to create these materials. Leather production alone is responsible for massive amounts of water usage, deforestation, and pollution from the chemicals used in the tanning process, and it gets worse. A lot of luxury companies don't track the environmental impact of their supply chains and often avoid sustainable practices. You'd think, with all that money, they'd be investing in more eco-friendly alternatives, right? Unfortunately, many of them prioritize profits over the planet, continuing to use unsustainable materials while greenwashing their brands with empty promises of sustainability. For example, faux fur and vegan leather are becoming more common alternatives, but only a handful of luxury brands are committing to truly sustainable practices. In fact, most just don't want you to know the environmental consequences of their products. 4. The hidden labor costs. Behind every high-end store you visit, there's an entire underpaid labor force that's often working in sweatshops. While luxury brands charge thousands of dollars for handbags and shoes, the people who make those products are sometimes paid as little as $1 per day. Most luxury brands outsource their production to countries with cheap labor costs, where workers in factories often face poor conditions, unsafe environments, and long hours, all while receiving minimal pay. In fact, the industry relies heavily on exploitative labor practices to keep costs down and maintain their profit margins. So, that $3,000 jacket you're wearing, the person who made it could have been working 12-hour shifts in a factory, earning a fraction of what you paid. 5. The resale market. You might think that buying a luxury product means you own something unique, but there's a growing resale market that's changing everything. Some of the biggest names in fashion are now seeding the resale market by increasing production of items, just to sell them through second-hand dealers at higher prices. For example, Gucci and Louis Vuitton may only release a limited amount of a particular bag, but they produce a surplus that gets sold through third-party retailers and high-end resellers at exorbitant prices. Not only does this undermine the idea of exclusivity, but it also allows these brands to manipulate the market for even higher profits, because they know that buyers are willing to pay top dollar for something that's considered rare, whether it's brand new or second-hand. So, are these luxury brands really the epitome of quality and exclusivity? Or are we just paying for the illusion they've created? And if we're aware of these hidden truths, should we continue to support an industry built on exploitation and manipulation? The luxury fashion industry may seem like the epitome of elegance and sophistication, but as you can see, it's filled with secrets and strategies that many of us don't see. From exploiting labor to creating artificial demand, these brands are hiding some shocking truths behind their glitzy facades. So, the next time you walk into that high-end boutique, just remember what you're paying for isn't always the quality or the craftsmanship. Sometimes, you're just paying for the illusion of luxury. What do you think about these shocking truths? Are you still as enamored by luxury brands, or has your perspective shifted? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want to learn more about what the world of fashion doesn't want you to know, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell for more eye-opening content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.